scientist who was Albert Einstein picked the other dude for his project, the Scooby-Doo game, as opposed to the baseball game, which isn't really a contest because everybody can make a baseball game.
But not very many people made it a first reality Scooby-Doo.
Exactly. That was what I didn't understand about Scooby-Doo also. Why in the movies would they make the things real? Why wouldn't they make them fake too? Or why wouldn't they just model the show after the movies, even though the movies were 30 years ahead, and make them real zombies? You know why? It's because it was a kid's show. They didn't want to scare little kids.
Oh, speaking of kids show, one of the versions or series of Scooby-Doo was the kids version.
Pup Named Scooby-Doo?
Pup Named Scooby-Doo?
Oh, I hate that.
Where they had the weirdest animation ever.
Yeah.
Because they would go, oh my god, it's the sludge monster. Eyes pop out, eyes pop out, eyes pop out. My heart falls out. Let's run away.
And it would always be red herring. Oh, well, not really, but like
They would use him.
Yeah.
Like a random, like,
which is a random.
I was in my bathtub. No, you weren't. You were there. What? Look, here's photographic evidence of me. Well, my question is, why did they have photographic evidence of me?
Yeah.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yes.
There's one episode where Red Herring didn't do it.
Well, no, yeah, he had
It was
to.
to save his grandmother.
It was the bike episode, right?
I think it was.
Isn't it great that he was named Red Herring?
Yeah.
Because that's a fallacy, and when you accuse people of something, it's not a red herring.
And he had red hair, too.
Think about it.
Now, the best thing about that show is you saw that Daphne was really rich. And she had a corrupt cook. And that corrupt cook taught me French.
Was that the robot episode?
No, it was the one where she had her own subway station.
Okay, alright.
Sacre bleu! And here's the flying one.
Yeah.
Going around.
Did you act for us?
What?
Can you reenact it?
I was! Sacre bleu! Wrong song.
I don't remember.
That's close.
I was actually doing the Aqua Teen song.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
My name is Shadezilla, the Mike Brula, the old schooler. You want a trip? I'll bring it to ya.
Frylock's on top.
Frylock and I'm on top. Rock you like a cop. Meatwad, you're up next with your knock knock.
They were actually, they were intended to be superheroes, and they were for the first episode.
Three episodes.
Yeah, like the first episode they fought a bunny, right?
Yeah.
And then the second two, the next two, they continued doing superhero-like things, and in the fourth episode they decided to quit. And then in the second season they made a reference, hey, weren't we supposed to, be saving people? And they're like, yeah, I guess.
Then there was also the third season when all the villains meet up together. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, only one time. Come on. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, Meatwad gets the money, C. Meatwad gets the honeys, G. Driving in my car, feeling like a star. Ice on my fingers and my toes, and I'm a Taurus.
Well, that's actually really impressive.
Oh, check. Yeah. 'Cause we are the Aqua Teens. Make the homies say ho and the girlies want to scream. 'Cause we are the Aqua Teens. Make the homies say ho and the girlies want to scream. Now, if you ever watch the movie, there are more lyrics.
Are there?
It's actually all about Carl.
Oh, really? The movie?
No, actually, there's a lot about Carl, but I'm saying the lyrics. I don't know those ones off the top of my head. I can do this.
Well, I think Carl had a mail-order bride in one episode.
He did.
And she took over his house and locked him out of the top room.
Well, actually, one of the funniest things about
Hi. Thanks, Aaron.
Welcome.
I just got offered out of this scene.
I think I'm offered it out of the rest of today.
I was gonna go to sleep.
What? I'm Phil.
You want to go to sleep?
Yeah, I want to go to sleep.
That's retarded.
Why is it retarded?
You should come plunder my fun bags.
What's a fun bag?
You figure it out.
I can't figure it out. Oh, you're kissing my head.
I'm gonna let this
I
go.
don't want to go anywhere near your face.
Why don't you want to go near my face? You love me, don't you?
I did, and then I got angry at you for like 10 hours.
And then you love me again?
And I loved you again. No, I love you.
Thanks. I don't know if you're upset or just traumatized. You're upset. Bobby, look, you're making her angry at me. I'm
Not
sorry.
you.
Oh, you're angry at Bobby? Oh, thank God.
Actually, my whole plan for this was I was going to be a groupie when he was singing that song.
Oh.
And then he stopped singing. So I figured I'd be Aaron.
Oh.
That's how I caught myself.
That's
And then I
cute.
got caught in an entrapment.
Um,
Let's talk about your entrapment story. So-
entrapment?
Yeah, remember that time you got entrapped?
Oh yeah, no, that's a movie, isn't it?
It is.
Was that with Samuel L. Jackson?
No,
Oh.
that's with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, wait, was that when Sean Connery was like 50 and Catherine Zeta-Jones was not? And they had sex, and there's a
Yeah.
bank at the New Year's.
Swiss Bank.
The Swiss bank at New Year's would changed over to a new system, and they stole like a penny off of every transaction and got like $1 billion. And at the end, Sean Connery disappeared on a train or some crap like that. That was stupid.
That was Office Space. Penny. Private Penny.
It's a
Stop.
fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny.
Well, no, it was in this movie too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's also
Yeah.
in Superman 3, that's where it originated
Yeah, it was
from.
in Superman 3.
Yeah.
So I'm,
What?
yeah.
I was gonna say Superman 3, the one that like Superman decided to spin backwards to reverse time.
No, that's the first one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of Superman movies.
That's actually what Christopher Reeve was doing.
When he, paralyzed himself?
No, no, don't make jokes about him paralyzing.
No, he was riding his horse, it was really quite tragic.
I know, but I prefer to think of him in happier times.
When he was Superman.
Remember when he was Superman and he had his powers in real life?
Yeah, I remember that.
He reversed the earth.
And then he realized, oh crap, I fell off my horse.
This is where I'm gonna do my Chris Farley impression.
Okay.
Anybody want to be Christopher Reeves?
I'm gonna go urinate.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
hey guys. I'm Chris Farley, and it's Christopher Reeves. So Chris, remember that time in Superman where you used your power to reverse the Earth, and you fought crime, and you changed it in a phone booth. Remember that? Remember when you did that?
Christopher Reeve is dead, you jackass!
It was awesome. Remember that time in Superman 2 when you were charging?
Bring up Chris Farley!
Remember that time in Superman 3 when the bank tellers were trying to steal money through an elaborate scheme to take fractions of pennies? Remember that? It was awesome. Chris? Oh. He's dead. It's terrible. I'm gonna leave. We're gonna go do another SNL skit. Whichever anyone prefers.
I've never watched
Fine, I guess I gotta be on the damn work.
You sweeping him?
I'm trying to, but it's so damn heavy. Can't do it.
You need a proper burial as an Indian.
it.
Okay, you can hold your legs together. You're not in the corner. Okay.
He was Christopher Reeves.
Are you paralyzed? Blink twice if you were. Oh, he's not blinking. I think he's dead. Or did you
Yeah.
already establish that while I was gone?
Yeah, he's dead.
Well,
You've got to face him towards Mecca.
oh, that's a good idea. You are a doctor.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do, doctor?
First you have to face him towards Mecca, then you got Malachi.
Don't know what that means.
Oh my freaking god! I'm dead!
Chris
Hey,
Farley,
Chris
you're
Farley.
out-of-body experiences. That's
Hey,
odd,
hey.
because we've already established it's Christopher Reeve, but it's good that you're here, Chris Farley.
hey, Chris Farley. Chris Farley. Remember in Beverly Hills Ninja when you thought you were a ninja
A freaking ninja!
and you were living amongst the Asians and they took you in.
Yeah,
and you were,
I'm
you were
actually really
white.
sorry about that movie. Could you tell us a bit about Black Sheep?
Oh, and
And
the other
Tommy
movie
Boy,
that
they're
was
pretty much the
just
same.
like
Remember-
Tommy Boy.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember in
I'm
Tom?
Lewis and Clark, by the way. Oh.
I did that.
Remember in Black Sheep when you took your friend's car, which was a police car, and it had nitrous in it, but then the nitrous leaked, and you got high off it, and you got stopped by the cops for driving 9 miles an hour, and you said that your name was Officer Jack Niehoff.
Officer Jack Niehoff, yes.
Officer
Jack Niehoff.
Do you remember that time in Black Sheep when you were in the woods and then you?
I really don't.
You
I don't remember most of my career. I was too hopped up on drugs.
Oh, really?
But you might remember this. You set up a fire extinguisher all over your butt and you said you fell in mud. And then David Spade was all like,
Yeah, I really try to block out any memories of David Spade.
Remember that?
Just because he's retarded.
Remember that time in Tommy Boy when you were saying you were talking to Dana Aykroyd, who was the
Yes.
auto parts
Yes,
king
we
in
do.
Chicago,
Yes.
and he had hair that kind of looked like a tidal wave.
That was kind of funny. His hair was very funny.
Do you remember?
Yes. I get this a lot. I do remember most of my movies. I did them.
That was
I was
awesome.
in them. Yes, I was in it.
So do you want to?
Well, he's paralyzed. Or is he dead?
He's both.
he's a little bit of
Fairly certain that Christopher Reeve actually made a fairly substantial leap toward recovery before he died.
Yeah, remember that?
He was actually walking on treadmills and talking in commercials. So I'm going to say that we're in 1980 right now, and we really don't have any idea what's
Do
going
you
on.
have the power to turn back time like Superman? Do you?
Well, see if I can't do it. Nope.
Well, I do love that physical comedy.
Yeah, your physical comedy is genius.
Sorry. I'm chubby. And I
Remember that time at the Black Sheep when
No.
the dude who played your brother got on the plane with David Spade and you got your Jackie caught and you got flown with the plane?
Yeah, that sucks.
Remember that time when David Spade took over the role of Jack from Three's Company
Hey, wait, you guys want to cover this guy in Sharpie?
I have a feeling we regret it later.
Me too.
Why would you regret it?
Well, it's not right to discredit corpse, especially when it's
Yeah.
facing Mecca.
See, he's a conscious, he's a quadriplegic. He's technically conscious and he can understand everything we're saying to him. He's not in a coma or anything.
I
So
know.
when we draw on him,
So
we're just drawing on him while he's awake and he can't do anything.
So why did you mention it if he can listen?
It's great. Gotta do a penis on his face.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what would be funny?
It's not be funny.
If you drew a penis near his mouth.
Balls.
You're so original.
Oh my god, he moved.
Ah! Can you hear us? Can you hear me now?
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves? Just a big fan here of yours.
Christopher Reeves, do you remember when you were Superman and you had
Remember the time when you fought that guy, you hit him in
Reeves.
the face and he flew away? Because he hit him so hard?
Do you remember that time
That
when you
was-
put them into the extra dimensional area, the prison for
Do you remember using your
renegade
heat vision?
Kryptonians?
Because that was cool.
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves?
Christopher Reeves.
I was wondering if you could,
Can I have your horse?
yeah, can you perform horse tricks for us?
He moved again.
Ah! You are the scariest dead body I've ever seen.
You can't retaliate. I hate him all day.
Chris Farley. I know you like the physical comedy, and I know that you like living in a van down by the river,
Yes, I do.
By the river. Down by the river.
but you can't be kicking Christopher Reeves in the face.
Don't worry, he's just a spirit, remember? He's dead, so it can't really do anything.
The drugs say otherwise. I mean, the drugs in him that have been through osmosis transferred.
I'm still kicking him.
Because, in all actuality, I'm actually just a hallucination of yours.
Are you really?
Yeah?
Why?
Well, then how do I see you?
Ah!
It went right through you, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I felt that. You know why?
You see, you can touch me, he can touch me.
Right?
No.
God damn you guys.
Oh god, he moved again!
Whoa.
Ah!
Can you touch him?
Yeah, it's just because he's closer to us than you are, because he's closer to death.
Can I touch him?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Oh, he's the Pillsbury Doughboy boy.
Yeah.
That's so
I
sad,
didn't realize.
guys.
I'm really sorry.
Nurse!
Nurse.
Nurse! Nurse! Mr. Reeves pooped himself again.
Wait, how are you?
She can't hear us.
We're out of diapers.
I came here to see my uncle, who was Superman, and I need you to change the super diapers.
Yes, supervisors.
Yeah, they got the S on the crotch because he's the man of steel. And he's got the manhood of steel.
Did you actually just say this?
Despite how
'Cause I'll kill
super
you.
his manhood is, we are all out of super diapers. So,
Do you want to sweep it up?
Who?
Yeah, I was trying to sweep it up, but I think that's more of your job.
it is, but it's underneath him, so how am I going to sweep it up?
Did you change the bedpan?
Yeah.
There's no bedpan in here, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Where?
In the belly button.
There's a bedpan in his belly button.
I think you should take care of it.
It's a tiny bedpan, so...
Yeah, I think you should reach in there.
Oh my God! It's going the light!
How did you do
I told you he was okay!
Are you Florence Nightingale?
I think I am.
The mother of nursery?
Oh, look at this. He's holding on to me. Christopher Reeve, come back to us. Come
Can
back.
you lift him up so I can ask him questions?
Oh, I think we can make a group effort.
I think you can
Get
get a
him.
touch of a woman.
Chris Farley,
Chris Farley,
summon.
we have a plan. Bobby and I are going to molest Christopher Reeve.
Oh God, I'm glad I went right through you because I do
Hey,
that things.
hey. No, I'm trying to put my arm around you.
Oh, just move it to the.
As you can see, he's got some reflexes left. He has some reflexes left, and I'd like
Here.
to,
He's grasping me tightly.
He's like,
oh my God, he's morphed into a kitten.
Oh my God.
oh,
we have
look
to
at this
kill
shirt,
it.
look at this shirt.
We have to kill it. It's a kitten. We have to kill it. Kill the kitten.
Well,
I mean, it's been here for a day and a half. We might as well put it to sleep. It's too old.
Yeah.
Chris Farley.
Oh my, what?
He's struggling. Adler is so ticklish.
Chris Farley. I have an idea.
I think I'm gonna take him with a broom, just because he's a kid. Hi, kitty. I'm gonna look at you with a broom.
Oh my God, you brought it.
All right.
You brought it back away. Well,
Yep,
sorry.
I'm a miracle worker.
Are you the janitor here too?
I'm the spirit janitor.
Can we? I need your help with something.
What do you want?
I want to. I don't want to live anymore.
I didn't know.
And since you're spirit/janitor, I was wondering if you could show me what life
I
would
guess I
be
could
like.
use my broom to show you where we could go.
What life would be like if I was not.
All right. Well, I guess we should probably go back to when I guess your mom and dad couldn't have met. So we'll go back and see what happens to your mom. Instead of
Okay.
meeting your dad, we'll see that guy she met 3 days later.
All right. We're
We'll
gonna
see that guy your mom met 3 days later that wasn't your dad.
Wait, I'm confused.
We're gonna be on it.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing it.
All right. That's all we need to see.
What's the point of that?
That's all we need to see. Well, 3 days later, they actually had premarital sex without a condom, and then
But that was the 50s, man.
yes, but you weren't born because of that. Had your mother married someone else, you would have been born, but instead they birthed Elvis.
Oh.
Reverse time.
Oh, can we see what that?
We go and see the birth of Elvis.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
This is a crappy hospital.
All right. Now, here's the birth of Elvis.
How you doing?
I'm sorry. Mute. God damn it! All right. Sometimes the TV takes yelling at. Left the TV on in the other room. Silly me.
What kind of spirit/angel are you if you can't control this universe?
I'm high on PCP. I was just wondering how you was following me.
Oh, can we? I want to see something else.
All right. We can see. Oh,
What about my
let's see the
friend?
interaction with Christopher Reeves with you not there.
Oh, okay.
That'd be interesting. The interaction with Christopher Reeves with Bobby not there because he was never born.
Okay.
Yes.
Where's the broom?
No.
I need the.
Fine. My time broom is gone.
Where am I?
I have to kill this man.
All right.
Where am I?
You're not here. You were never born.
That's so sad. How can we ever figure out?
See, do you still want to? Do you still wish you were never born?
How can we figure out how awesome Christopher Reeves was if I wasn't
They couldn't have.
You
He
were
was going to be
around.
paralyzed. Forever. No laughter.
What about my friends?
Well, you wouldn't have any friends because you weren't born. So no,
Well, how are they
no one
doing?
would know who they. All right, well, let's go see your friends.
How are they doing?
Let's go see how Mikey and
Mikey and Ferlizzi
and
doing?
Ferlizzi. Let's see how Mikey and Ferlizzi are doing.
He's Italian.
Yes. Yo, Mikey. Yo, Mikey.
Lazy, how are you?
You see me?
Why are you? Where's Ferlizzi, my Italian compatriot?
Apparently, your Italian
Ferlizzi.
favorite never came into existence.
He never was born either.
You had enough influence on his life that he was never born. It's because his parents saw you as a baby and decided that they wanted a baby.
Boy, do I
So they had
ever...
sex and made Ferlizzi. But
Boy, do I ever
since you
wish I
were
had a
born,
friend named
They
Lazy.
never made Ferlizzi.
Mikey's so sad. What happens to Mikey? How is he all alone?
Mikey grows up to be an angry auto mechanic and he ends up killing himself in a gasoline fire.
Oh.
Oh, we're not gonna watch that. That's too bad. That's too awful.
I want to live again.
Well then,
Chris Farley, I want to live again.
time brew only works one way.
No, Chris Farley.
However, there is the time gun.
Oh.
So,
How does this work?
I just have to gun you back into existence.
Are you gonna come with me?
No, I'm dead forever.
Are we gonna be friends forever?
Of course we are. Gun!
I'm here. I'm really here. I'm a real boy. Hooray! Where's my uncle? Uncle Chris.
It's me. I'm a real doll.
I love you. I love you so much.
No!
Uncle.
No,
I never
God.
would wish ill upon myself or you ever again. Okay? Love you. Thank you.
Oh.
It's sweet.
I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, watching that movie Fantasia always freaked me out. Dancing hippos, being chased by crocodiles, that's really dark for a kid's movie. Then there were those creepy hallucinogenic mushrooms that did the weird dance to the... I don't remember what music it was, but it was really fun. It was really classical and whatever. And then there were the walking brooms with arms. Brooms with arms! Brooms don't have arms. Brooms don't walk by themselves. See, this is just unnatural. We gotta back up so they can see what's going on here. Because brooms with arms is not right. It is a wrong thing. That is why I started People Against Brooms with Arms. Papa. Papa, alright? Papa. We here at Papa really don't like walking brooms with arms that carry water and fill up a room. That's really the only thing we don't like about them. Which is why it's time to kill them all.
Death to them.
So, do your part.
Death to the
For
infidel.
only cents a day, we can kill a broom for you. Go ahead, make the call. 1-800-PAPA-DEATH. That's all we ask, is a 30-second phone call, and we'll be there to kill your broom. Thank you. Have a good day.
Axel, I have a challenge for you.
Set.
I bet you I can thumb down this chair with one knuckle.
Okay, but you can't use your arm.
I will not use my arm.
You're using your arm.
That's this arm. This is my other arm.
Oh.
Wouldn't- Hey Axel,
Yeah?
I bet you I could get my shoe in that square without moving from this chair.
Okay, you can't use your arm.
I won't use my arm.
Oh, I can see what you're doing.
Hey, you guys, I have a riddle
Clever
for you.
duck
I
there.
have a riddle for you.
Yeah?
Time!
2 coins make 30 cents. One of them is a nickel. And one of them is a quarter.
Yeah?
What say you?
Blue!
It was green. You're just a fool.
See, you're wearing green. Always go for the color that you're wearing.
Let's do word association.
Okay.
I say blue, you say... I say Rob, you say...
White.
I say yellow, you say...
Yellow.
Okay, excellent. Actually, I'm going to do the transitive game.
Yeah?
Works like this. Box. First word that comes to mind.
Green tea. It's 2 words, but you can hyphenate them.
It's fine. Green tea. Next word. What does green tea make you think of?
Oh, green tea makes me think of tang.
Oh, what does tang make you think of?
Tang makes me think of oranges.
Oranges make you think of?
Bananas.
Okay, so boxes make you think of bananas.
No.
That's a transitive game.
Oh.
You lost. I don't know how you lose a transitive game, but you did.
Well, I lose a lot of games.
Such as?
Twister.
Oh, you bad at Twister?
I'm not good.
I'm Twister champion.
Really.
Ding! Right hand, blue.
Ah.
That's your face.
I'm sad.
Oh. Okay.
Left hand, green.
Look, I'm already there. That's how good I am.
Right foot, red.
It's right on the tile.
Okay.
Left hand, yellow.
Also yellow on the tile.
Right hand, blue.
You're the worst spinner ever.
Oh, it's stuck between right hand and left hand.
So you're gonna put both of them
On red.
on red.
But that's not how the game works.
You know how the game works. See what I did there? I made an accusation. It's not a very good one. And clearly, you're Phil. You're not a game. So you know you're not a system of rules to the game either, unless you were to make them up. So I'm gonna take back that comment. I'm gonna spin this again.
Jumanji! Or is that not?
No, that's a film starring Robin Williams.
It's also a game.
A game made about a film starring Robin Williams.
No. The game was made a long time ago if you watched the movie. So long ago that...
So what? Next thing you're gonna say is that what? The Clue game is not based off of the Clue movie?
No, the Clue game isn't based off the Clue movie.
Heresy.
Heresy?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Oh, Hera saw Zeus and Hercules having a good time.
What were they doing?
Frolicking in the woods.
Frolicking in the woods, according to my offstage buddy.
I frolicked in the woods.
Yeah?
Does that mean I'm like Zeus?
You're more like Artemis.
Did you have sex with a swan? Then yes.
When did...
Zeus had sex with a swan.
Zeus had sex with a swan.
Zeus had sex with
Later,
a
the
lot of
swan.
things.
Do you ever feel like there's nothing on television?
Yep.
Do you ever feel like you've been watching the same thing for slightly over 78 hours?
Yep.
Do you ever feel like there are two people sitting in a room behind you saying yup to everything you say?
Nope.
Neither do I. I'm going to go ahead and say that because
Yep.
our programming has been the same
Nope.
for the past 78 hours,
Maybe.
we're going to work on something slightly different.
How's your mom?
I'm lying to you. We're not doing anything different.
Sex. That's new. We haven't talked about sex
We
yet.
haven't talked about sex yet. Now,
Let's go through a list of things we've talked about.
that's going to take forever.
That's
Why don't you
bad.
go ahead and pull up our note sheet?
Want to read off our note sheet, Adler?
No, I don't, because that's not improv.
No, I'm just saying. Just 7-11 real stories.
Freeze questions. I mean, we have the grammatically correct hallucination bar. That was about 8 hours ago, 9 hours. You all already saw that.
Coin demons. Is there anything after Chris Farley?
Well, I think I'm going to impart a bit of wisdom on some of these gentlemen. Just give me 1 moment. And sirs,
Yep.
I'm older than you, and so is he.
elder gentlemen,
Thank you.
It's a bit more appropriate.
There's grass in my mouth.
there's grass in my mouth. I also have these wonderful sheets of information. Plethora of many, many ideas.
Yeah?
Ideas, speeches,
You want to share 'em?
games. I could share them with you. Or you could buy them from me.
What do they cost?
Your dignity.
I'm gonna go on a quest to find my dignity.
Oh, God.
Me
Enjoy
too.
your quest, sir.
So where are we going to find dignity?
I lost my dignity, so I hope I can find your dignity.
Where'd you leave it?
I lost it.
Yeah, we gotta go find it, right?
Well, no, that's not how lost works.
Isn't Lost about the Dharma Initiative and a series of numbers and some oceanic flight survivors? A couple of others.
I don't watch TV. I really, maybe. I just know that a fat guy got out of a car in one episode, and I told someone that, and they got really upset because it was like a season finale, and I ruined it.
Ruiner.
We already ruined what Rosebud was in Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't remember, so shush.
Okay. What's another movie we can ruin?
Oh,
Sixth Sense?
Bruce Willis is dead. How
He was
about
dead the whole time.
The Village?
Ah.
Well, there's twist. What? And close your ears. Earmuffs.
How?
Earmuffs.
Wait.
In the village, there actually is no monster.
They're actually
In New York.
In modern
It really
times.
takes place in AD 630.
I'm using Sebastian's headphones.
Fair enough. Tell us when you're good. Thumbs up.
Cloverfield is just
I'm
about
not
another
ready yet,
Godzilla-like
I'm
monster.
not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
No one
ready yet.
It's
Harry Potter dies in book
Why don't you go ahead and
3.
give a rant? Why don't you go ahead and give a speech about how you hate people ruining movies?
I will if you want me to.
How many more movies can we ruin, though?
Ooh,
I got a lot.
Iron Man. He wears a suit of iron and hurts people.
and gets hit with a motorcycle.
In Miracle, they lose.
And
I mean, it doesn't really ruin the movie, but they actually lose the, Stanley Cup.
in Seabiscuit, he wins in the end.
In Friday Night Lights, they lose.
I can't get my headphones on.
In UHF, they get enough money to save the station.
No. Ruining UHF doesn't change the plot of the movie. That's an amazing movie. UHF is Weird Al Yankovic's own movie.
It's a fun movie.
In Die Hard, he always wins.
In Die Hard, at the end, he goes, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker," and shoots his own arm. That's pretty funny because it's the fourth one, and they say it in all of them, and it's actually really funny when you see it. So, I mean, I'm trying to trash it right now, but I can't because it is hilarious. Bruce Willis takes out a helicopter with a police car
Because he ran out of bullets.
because he ran out of bullets. That's the excuse he gives to the internet hacker, who is also amazing at everything, apparently.
You mean Justin Long?
Yeah, Justin Long.
Justin Long.
He's amazing at everything in that movie.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I've never shot a gun before.
Did he shoot the gun properly?
Yeah, he hit someone. And he's like, that felt weird. I like the kid and the new guy.
I like the kid in Home Alone.
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin, who was also in The Saved.
He
I think
was.
that's where he was originally famous from.
He was Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah.
He's from Uncle Buck.
Yeah?
That's where he got his big hit.
Oh.
And then Home Alone came.
What about Richie Rich?
Richie Rich?
Richie Rich.
Oh, I don't know about Richie Rich.
He was in Richie Rich.
Oh, well, yeah, no, he was. Richie Rich came after Uncle Buck.
Oh.
Richie Rich was that one about the rich kids.
Do you ever see that TV show Camp Candy?
No, that sounds like a really show I shouldn't watch.
It was a kids show about John Candy running a day camp for children.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious suit.
I guess I could keep talking.
You go ahead and do that.
Are you leaving me?
Yeah, I'm gonna send a buddy here to talk about how she hates movies being ruined.
Hey, if carrots are so good for your eyes, how come I see so many dead bunnies on the road?
Oh, well, the dead bunnies is actually an epidemic. What happened was, originally, the carrots were supposed to give them good eyesight, but in fact, the people who liked the carrots, what are they called?
Mongols.
The Mongols. The Mongols decided that they didn't want the bunnies to rule the empire because they can multiply like crazy, bunnies. And well, the Mongols got really upset and decided to put
Bear hats.
in all of the carrots. And as everybody knows, rabbits and bunnies alike are allergic to bear hats. So allergic that when they eat them, they
Have swelling in their left foot.
have swelling in their left foot. And then the Irish decided that the big swelling of the left foot is a great luck charm because the Irish think random things are lucky, such as four-leaf clovers and asbestos. So they like to put asbestos in little vials and wear it around their neck like Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie. I've talked about that 5 times already. Just letting you know, I like Billy Bob Thornton. And then, so back to my rabbits. So they take off the left foot of the rabbit that's swollen, and they'd sell it to the
Bakers.
the bakers, who would then grind the foot of the rabbit and then make it into a cake. Thus, why carrots are bad for rabbits.
That's insightful.
Any more questions?
Wow.
I know.
Every time I walk into a singles bar, I can hear my mom's wise words. Don't pick that up. You don't know where it's been.
Oh, well, okay, this is actually an old proverb. Don't pick that up, you don't know where it's been. It comes from the
Mahatma Gandhi.
Mahatma Gandhi and his travel to the Amazon. And he had a tour guide with him named Butt. And Butt was, as you know, the end of the long chain of smokers. Huh? Yeah, did you get it? Chain smoking? Yeah, anyway, Butt led him through the forest, and at the end of the forest, they found a statue, and the statue was a statue of puffed wheat made completely out of jujubes, which are a Himalayan fruit which shouldn't have been growing in the Amazon. And the statue of puffed wheat was then picked up by Butt, and then Butt instantly roof tiled, which is Mahatma Gandhi's way of saying died. And then after Butt died, Mahatma Gandhi said to the world,
I have a challenge.
I have a challenge. Pick this up. And then your mom, who may or may not have been there or heard it directly from Mahatma Gandhi, after the challenge was completed, 17 men were killed. And then he said, the moral of the story is, don't pick that up, you don't know where it's been. And then she passed it on to you.
Wow, well, where'd this one come from? It is better to live in the desert than with a contentious and fretful woman.
Oh, well, this one was obviously from Queen Elizabeth I, who was the direct descendant of Bartholomew, the King of Scotland. Bartholomew, the King of Scotland, he occasionally went to the desert with his guide,
Sir Gawain the Green Knight.
Sir Gawain the Green Knight. And Sir Gawain the Green Knight loved deserts because...
Was it Gawain?
That's what I said.
It was Gawain, that's what we said. And the green was funny because, you know, like Iceland and Greenland, it's the reverse because the Vikings hate people. And also, they can. So they reversed the names. His name was Green, or the name of his thing was Green, and he liked deserts. So Bartholomew, who was the King of Scotland, or the
King of Scotland.
Yes, the Bartholomew, the King of Scotland, he said, you know what, I'm going to go live in the desert. And then he went to live in the desert with his green friend, who's eco-friendly. And there in the wood, he met a monkey wrencher, who I talked about before as an eco-terrorist. And the eco-terrorist said, I don't like green things. And the green guy was very confused. He's like, I thought you liked green. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm going to go put a wrench in a machine and explode it and kill a bunch of workers. And so he did. And then they went to the families of one of the workers and they said, I'm very sorry for the monkey wrenching. Is there anything we could do? And then the guy's wife came and said, I don't care. I never loved my husband. I'm glad he died. So then King Bartholomew decided it is better to live in the desert than fret an old woman at home.
Wow. Hey, is it true that women choose who they love the most, but men choose who loves them the most?
Oh, this is. Oh,
Is that the answer, Colleen?
Phone.
Low?
So women choose who they love the most, and men choose who loves them the most because, as everyone knows, women's brains are smaller than men's brains, and as such they are more primitive than men, and since primitive beings are actually controlled by their instincts, women find something that they pretend is attractive because usually it's not so much, and they keep holding on to it as if they were pulling its ear down. And the more they pull the ear down, the more they prove the point that women are driven by instincts.
Wait, I can hear you thinking something.
You can. Would you like to hear it out loud?
But are you sure? Let me guess. No one has a finer command of language than the person who keeps his mouth shut.
Hey, thoughts? What do I think about that?
Well, you think that perhaps you flap your mouth a little bit too much about women, considering that you are more attached to your mother than any human being on the planet, which is why men love women who love them the most, because men are accustomed to being completely unconditionally loved by their mothers. An archetypal example of this would be how JD and his mother interacted. And
No one likes Scrubs references, they're old and tired.
I love Scrubs.
You're just angry because your mom hates you.
You're just mad
Shut
because
up!
Your mom's you're just sad.
You're just sad because your mom's dead.
How dare you?
Time out.
Yeah, we need to take a break.
Do we have any other questions from the audience? Preferably questions that are ambiguous, such as quotes, like we've been getting.
Do you ever wake up and say to yourself, I've suffered from being misunderstood, but I would have suffered a hell of a lot more if I'd been understood?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I one day thought to myself, what would it be like if I was a
Rice Krispie treat.
Rice Krispie treat? You know how much suffering is in that, because all day it's just snap, crackle, pop, but you can't snap or crackle or pop because you're not in milk. You're stuck in marshmallows and cream and
Pastry filling.
and pastry filling and various other sugar products that they put in that. And I thought, maybe it'd be better to suffer than to
Eat much pastry.
eat much pastry. And then I told my friend that, and since he was a writer, he decided to write down the quote that you just read instead.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Genius.
How about, you're trying to set a record here, right?
I'm trying to set a record.
All right.
For what?
But every day you beat your own previous record for the number of consecutive days you stayed alive.
That's a very interesting point. When I was
A
newbie on WoW, which is World of Warcraft, I thought it'd be great to set my own...
Phrase, STDs not endorsed use or play of WoW.
And then I thought it'd be cool to set my own record for how many times I could click my clicker button, which is also referred to as a point dot. And then I leveled up to level orange, which is past 70. And then I beat my old record. And then the last day I checked it,
I got my tooth filled.
I got my tooth filled. And in the game, when you get your tooth filled, that means you beat your previous record. Well,
Can I?
are we playing the same game? Oh, thank God.
How creative.
That doesn't work in sand.
Yeah.
What are we fishing for at the playground anyway?
Wood chips.
Can't we just go pick them up? We're
That'd be
classier.
easy.
Yeah, we're way classier than that.
No. No.
For those of you who didn't hear it, we just denied the clap game.
Ooh. Hey man, you want to see something funny?
Yeah.
You think I can take that rattle from that baby from here with this hook?
Yeah. Hold back, pull back. That's pretty good. You know what you should try to get now?
What?
That box of crackers.
Crackers. Love crackers. Are you talking about the box full of little white kids or the box full of actual crackers?
I was actually talking about the box full of little white kids.
All right then. Ow! Oh man.
Oh.
Stupid wife.
Hey, wait, pull the hook back. Just pull the hook back. Look. They bedazzled it.
They bedazzled our hook.
Yeah, that's what came back. Oh, you got a piece of white trash on the edge.
Oh, all right. Let me see if I can get it again.
All right.
Let me roll another nice little
Try it.
cast here. Oh.
What did you get?
Pull it.
What'd
you get?
I pulled the pipes out of the ground and hit a water fountain. That's why it's always broken.
You do this often?
I keep doing that. Let me get the hook up there.
All right. What do you think I could hit with this pipe?
I feel like you could hit a small child. Or, oh,
What? I'm just getting thrown ready.
okay. You want to see something cool?
What?
Why don't you pull and see if I can't hook it?
Okay. Ready?
Pull!
Pull! You cut it in half. You didn't hook it,
Yeah.
but you cut it in half. Pull! I'm glad I installed that clay pigeon thing.
Yeah.
You know, the shotgun ranges? Next to my chair. Makes the afternoons very...
My
Oh, you know more
fishing
fishing?
rod get away and pull out the gun.
Pull! Ooh, that was... Pull! Pull! Pull!
I missed!
Was that the little kid that Mr. Jones always...
The dog.
Oh.
Duck hunt.
Oh, duck hunt?
Duck hunt dog. All right.
You should probably shoot that. Pull! Never saw that one coming, did you, dog?
Only Dick Cheney over here.
Why? Dick Cheney would just shoot you.
He loves nature in spite of what it did to him.
Come on.
I couldn't tell it was another human being. He was wearing a bright orange vest.
I could have sworn it was a deer or a bird. Actually, it was a bird. I could have sworn the human being was a bird.
If you ever watch Saturday Night Live, Will Ferrell makes an Axis of Evil as President Bush, and Dick Cheney is the head of it because he scares Will Ferrell the most out of any of the political figures. Because every time the president's in the office, Dick Cheney's gone, and every time the president leaves, Dick Cheney's like, I'm just gonna take control.
He's like, I'm gonna come to work today.
It's cute.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sign all of my power over to Dick Cheney for the 3-hour surgery that I don't really need.
Here's Brian Adler's take on Dick Cheney.
Actually, I had a class this semester called the American Presidency. And the one thing I learned is that, first off, Dick Cheney's actually a genius in the way that he's taking control of power in the administration. And do you know where he learned to do that?
School!
He actually was the chief of staff for a former president. And in that time, he managed to help get the Rockefeller vice presidency thrown out and not be used in the re-election ticket. Because what he learned is that if you piss off the president's staff, the vice president is not powerful. Now what he did was actually something very intelligent. Also, thank you, Ms. Warshaw.
What did he do?
Professor Warshaw.
Yes. What did Dick Cheney do?
He actually combined his staff with the president's staff, making a combined office of the presidency and the vice presidency.
That just seems like he's cheating and trying to take over. That seems dirty and underhanded. Ow!
It worked.
God.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Hit me.
New arms.
see on the board here, Dick Cheney. He's got a face, 2 eyes, and a mouth.
When you said Dick Cheney, all I could see is a bunch of dicks in a circle.
Yep.
Ow!
See, it really
If
hurt.
you're not going to take this class seriously,
I didn't ask to be part of this class. Ow!
You're not gonna take this class seriously. I'm gonna beat you till you hurt.
How come I was a human ping pong ball?
This class is whack, yo.
Ow!
Stop hitting him! Forget it. Let's not play
It's
this.
you or him.
I don't.
It's the prisoner's dilemma.
You know what? We should probably escape from this room. Ow! Seriously though, we should leave.
Do it.
We have a fun little game for improv. It's called Last Back. The last person back off stage has to stay on stage. Damn it! Every time! I'm the slowest member of our troupe, except maybe the girl, but that's just because yes!
No, I actually usually in improv games where you have to like run across things, I'm the last one because I get confused when a lot of people move. I also get confused with flashing lights and words, sometimes numbers. Dyslexic a little bit.
Liz Daxic.
Brian Adler made a joke. And if you reverse the first letters of the words in Brian Adler's jokes, it says dyslexic, which is only one word. But you know what I mean. So we do cooking show.
We could do cooking. Why don't you cook something? Audience member, yes, what would you like cooked for you today? Obscure ingredient.
Obscure.
Or common, it doesn't really matter.
I think porcupines.
A porcupine!
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it prepared and for cooking.
No, I'm not mad at you.
Porcupine!
Porcupine? Can you repeat that?
With what?
Whatever you want.
You're cooking porcupine! You're cooking porcupine!
Oh my god, it's cooked!
No! Porcupine!
No! I need to go over there!
And we're on
Today on Maurice's cooking show, I, Maurice, am going to be taught how to cook by this lovely lady named
Brownie one.
You're making porcupine!
Brownie One. And today's special ingredients, chosen by our lovely audience, is porcupine. Porcupine.
Porcupine?
Porcupine.
Don't pork a pine, you're using porcupine.
Now,
Can we
please,
cook that instead? I would like to
can you
boil
tell me the
that.
porcupine, how it works?
Well, very complicated animal. What it really is a Twinkie covered in spines with 4 little feet attached that are actually the feet of dung beetles, enlarged 100-fold. So the reason that people cook with this animal is that when you take the spines off, you have a Twinkie. The problem is, if they're over 2 years old, all the cream is gone. So it's just like carbs.
Would the cream just be carbs too?
No,
Oh.
no, the cream is angel magic.
Oh, all right. So how do you prepare one of these porcupines?
What you do is you get the person that you like the least to go out into the wild and catch it.
Rob!
Where?
Bobby wasn't here, so
Oh.
you're the next person I thought of.
Okay.
You know I love you.
I don't, you old brownie word.
Rob, we need to go catch a porcupine in the wild. While Rob's in the wild,
Damn it! I should have known that was gonna happen.
you got No, she's been asking for it.
Yeah, I mustn't scare the porcupine. They have been known to fight off lions. Lions won't even eat porcupine. God, I wish I had something other than my hands.
You wish a lot of things in the woods.
Oh, whoa, my hand is turning into a spatula.
I've come to that before.
The hand? Spatula. Spatula, man. I can't flip it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got you by the legs.
I have a big porcupine.
Have you ever seen a porcupine in real life?
Ring, 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 ring.
Banana phone. Do, 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 do.
Hello?
Hey Rob, that porcupine's no good.
Why not?
It's too big.
Damn it. didn't mean to hurt you. Ow! God! That's right. Keep going. Get out of here. Oh, great. Bow and arrow. Wow. Too big. Too small. Too bald. Ooh, you're pretty. Oh, great, you're a spirit porcupine. How useful of you. All right.
Back to the show.
Write that down.
That sounds like your porcupine just finished cooking.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
You said we had to take the spines or the quills or whatever they're called out.
Yes, now I would have my least favorite person do that, and since you're the only one in the studio. Now, the thing about these is they actually are autonomous, so they can attack you once you pull them out of the Twinkie body.
Ow! I see what you mean.
You didn't actually get hurt by it.
What happened?
You suffered from Bob Saget disease. I don't think you got that reference.
What, I'm a really dirty comedian who stars in a bunch of kids shows?
No.
Oh.
It's a horrible YouTube video that's extremely inhumane, and if you laugh at it, you're going straight to... Does anybody understand the Bob Saget? Okay. You're extremely efficient at doing that.
Well, I was just wondering what I do with all these quills.
Well, you can throw them in the trash receptacle next to you, or you can put them under your bed and hope that when you make a wish at night, they come together and enact your fantasy. I knew you'd go with the latter. That's okay. So,
It's all quilled out.
wonderful. Well, now I have a naked, spineless, pathetic porcupine
A
before us.
Twinkie.
It's not really a Twinkie.
A ho-ho?
I wish. No, it's definitely more of a Twinkie than a ho-ho.
Okay.
I'd love it if it was a ho-ho. Anyway, so what we're going to do is nothing, because you don't need to do anything to Twinkies. They are disgusting enough on their own.
But how do I prepare the porcupine?
It is prepared. It's a Twinkie now. You can go the route of a carny and deep fry it, or you can...
If I was a hick, I could put 5 of them together and call it a cake.
Nothing sways the stupid more than arguments they can't understand.
How did the Chino make the orange face?
Chino is a type of pants. And orange face is what happens when you hold your breath underwater. So I guess the Chino made the orange face by holding its breath underwater.
And then it turned into something red.
Twice.
Well, do you want to eat the Twinkie? I hate Twinkies.
How come it's green on the middle?
That particular breed of porcupine either had an extreme bacterial infection or some kind of STD.
Not radiation?
No.
Just an STD?
If it was radiation, all of the cream would be green and it would be spiraling inside in this non-spiraling motion. You didn't like the cream? Did it taste like infection?
Yep.
Then that was valid. Now you have to clean that up. The table just keeps moving.
Well, the table, it's one of those multi-level tables.
And you managed to squeeze the cream like that,
Mm-hmm.
even though you...
Multiple levels, all the way down here
I
to the
shouldn't
squeezing.
question things I don't understand.
And any questions for the audience about the preparation of porcupines?
Porcupine.
How long would you say you have to cook it for, and at what
We
temperature?
don't have to cook it.
You don't have to do anything to it,
I-
except take the spines out.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I like prickly things.
Uh-huh.
Suppose I want to eat it with quills in it still. What's the best way to do it without getting them jammed through the roof of my mouth?
Well, the first thing you should do is make sure that you're going to be alive long enough to actually acquire the porcupine, because it